Hi and welcome. Today I will show you Azure Bastion, Microsoft solution for secure, seamless remote access to the virtual machines. What we will cover today is a brief overview of what is Azure Bastion, key problems it solves, live demonstration, and where it fits to your network architecture. Azure Bastion is a fully managed PaaS service that provides secure and seamless RDP and SSH connectivity to your virtual machines directly through the Azure portal over TLS, without exposing your VMs to the public internet. Why you should consider Azure Bastion? Traditional approach challenges. VMs with public IP addresses exposed to the internet. Open RDP and SSH ports. Security vulnerabilities. Constants, brute force attacks and scanning. Need to manage network security groups carefully. Jump boxes and Bastion's host required maintenance, patching, and cost. Some of the key benefits of Azure Bastion. Security benefits. No public IP required. VMs don't need public IPs for remote access. No exposed RDP SSH ports and ports aren't exposed to the internet. Protection against port scanning. No attack surface for automated attacks. TLS encryption. All connections are encrypted over HTTPS port 443. Azure AD integration. Leverage existing identity and MFA. Just-in-time access. Can integrate with JIT VM access policies. Operational benefits. Fully managed service. No patching, updating, or managing infrastructure. Browser-based access, connect directly from Azure portal. No client software, no need for VPN clients or RDP SSH clients. Automatic scaling, and Azure handles the infrastructure for scaling. Built-in hardening, Microsoft managed security, and the cost consideration. Pros, no need to maintain jump boxes, reduce public IPs. And cons, hourly deployment cost plus data processing charges. Best for production environments, regulated industries, security-forced organizations. When to use Azure Bastion? Production environments requiring high security, compliance requirements, multiple VMs needing secure access, organizations wanting to eliminate public IPs, teams wanting simplified access management. All right, let's jump into the portal and see our demo for today. Okay, I'm logged in portal and I'm going to create two virtual networks called VNet1 and VNet2. And I'm going to deploy two virtual machines to each of them without public IP address. And then I'm going to deploy an Azure Bastion to VNet1 to a dedicated subnet. And then I will show you how you can connect with Azure Bastion securely to your virtual machine. After that, I'm going to pair the networks with each other. So I will pair two networks, VNet1 and VNet2 to each other. And then you are able to connect to the virtual machine, which is located in the VNet2. Okay, so let's start with creating our virtual networks. I create here a resource group called RG Bastion, and we will call our virtual network VNet1 in West Europe. Next, in the IP addresses, I'm going to add another subnet space for Azure Bastion, and then we can move on, create. Okay, our resource deployed, and if we go to the subnets, we see that our subnets are in place, the default one and the one for the Azure Bastion. I will start by creating our other virtual network. In Azure Bastion resource group, I will call it VNet2. West Europe, next, and we add an address space for Azure Bastion, and we create. Okay, the second virtual network is in place, and now let's start by deploying our virtual machines. So from the menu, I will click on virtual machines, click on the create. We will place it in the RG Bastion, VM1. We go with the no infrastructure, Azure admin will be the username and password. I will not use any inbound ports because we are not going to use the RDP. Inside our networking, I will add our virtual machine to VNet1, and I will place it in the default subnet. And here I will disable the public IP. And then we can go to networking because I'm going to disable also, the monitoring, and we can create. Okay, our virtual machine is deployed, and now I'm going to deploy the second virtual machine. We will follow the same steps. VM2. And no public inbound port, disk, networking. We choose our VNet2 here and our default subnet inside VNet2, disabling the public IP, and then we can go to our monitoring to disable it and then create. Okay, our virtual machine is deployed, and now let's create our Azure Bastion service. From the menu, I will search for Bastion. Create. We will locate it in RG Bastion. The name Demo Bastion in West Europe. We don't need any availability zone for our demo. I will also make the instance count to 1. That is sufficient. And I will place this Azure Bastion service in VNet1 for now. And it automatically finds the subnet that we created earlier. Also, Azure Bastion service needs to have a public IP address, and then we can create it. Okay, our resource is deployed, and let's go to the resource. As you can see, our Azure Bastion service is connected to VNet1 in the subnet Azure Bastion subnet. And now I would like to go to our virtual machine, which is located in the VNet1, and try to connect to the virtual machine and see if we can do it with Azure Bastion service. From the connect menu, I will choose connect via Bastion. And here we just need to give our username and password and click connect. Here we have a blocker and we have to allow this pop-up. Then let's try again. As you can see, we are able to log into the machine successfully with help of Azure Bastion service. Of course, without having public IP address. Okay, next is that what if we want to connect also from our VNet 2, I mean from the virtual machine which is located in VNet 2 securely with Azure Bastion. Let's go to the resource group, and we see we have only one Azure Bastion service. If we want, we can also create another Azure Bastion service and attach that one to the VNet 2 because we already created a subnet there. But if we don't want to use that subnet and create another service, we can pair our VNets together, and then we are able to use the Azure Bastion, which is now associated with VNet 1. I go to the VNet 2, and here we have this Azure Bastion subnet. I'm going to delete it because we don't want to deploy another Azure Bastion service, of course. And I will click on the peering. Just bear in mind that if you use or create your Azure Bastion service with the basic tier, you are not able to do the peering between the networks, and you are limited to have 25 concurrent user connection sessions. We click on the add button. We call it demo peering, and we choose VNet 1. This is really important. We need to take care if our IP address ranges are not overlapping. If they are overlapping, we are not able to do the peering. And I will just add it. Okay, our peering is established, and now let's go to the VM2 and try if we can use the Azure Bastion associated with VNet 1 to RDP to the server. Let's go to our VM2. Connect via Bastion. I will put here username and password and click connect. As you can see, we are able to connect from the different network to a different one via peering and using the Azure Bastion associated with the VNet 1 from VNet 2. Okay guys, that was it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. By the way, if you are interested about how to configure a private DNS in Microsoft Azure, you can check out these videos which are appearing on the screen. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Until then, take care and bye.